Hello, this is Wonderful speaking, and welcome back to Warhammer 3 Total War. Yes, once again, I don't know, a little bit of a lack of variety, but seeing as the House of the Dragon ended a few days ago, I wanted to do a little bit of a special battle that I managed to get. A dragon battle, if you say, a dragon team out. Over here, we have a total of 6 dragons in this team, so it's going to be pretty fun. So yeah, it's basically Dance of the Dragons if only one team, if only one side had a lot of dragons. We are facing the dragon hunting team over here of the Beastmen, the what are they called? The vampire? No, the pirate vampires. I forgot the name of this faction. What faction is this? I don't remember. The zombie pirates and the lizardmen. These guys are over here trying to hunt some dragons, and maybe they will manage to do it. Starting with the Beastman army, there's a lot of Hunger Herd and Hunger Raiders over here just to hold the line and deal as much damage as they can. These guys are going to be the tip of the spear for this faction. They're the most offensive oriented of the armies here present. There's also some Bestial Herd and 2 Gore Herds, as well as a Brave Shaman of the Wild with a few spells, mainly the Ball, which can cause a lot of damage to combatants and lower the spell quite a lot. There's also 2 Minotaurs with shields and 1 Sigurd. That's 1, right? Yeah, that's only 1. And Tarot, the Brass Bull, commanding the army. He's going to be very dangerous and very tanky. He can take quite a bit of punishment with that amount of armor and that amount of health. Now, in regards to his allies, we have the faction that I don't remember how it's called, with a lot of zombie pirate mob with halberds, with polearms, which is pretty nice. These guys are going to be pose quite a threat to the dragons because they're cheap, but they can still do quite a lot of damage to large entities even if they have armor. A little bit of pirate deckhand mob to support them, and in the back, carronades. 4 of them. That's quite a lot of cannons. Now, also one the Queen Bess. That's the biggest cannon. Now, what I was going to say? Oh yeah. Now in Game of Thrones, Valyrian dragons. I mean, they're not dragons in this game are not as strong as Valyrian dragons, which is cool because Valyrian dragons are kind of OP. But even then, these are not traditional enemies that they will face they will encounter in Game of Thrones. Undead, lizardmen, and big ass bulls. Yeah, that's these guys are going to have a tough time cracking this. Those carronades can be very dangerous. What else does this army have? I think it's only the Lord. Yeah, okay, the Lord. Celestia Derifin. I don't know the name of this card. I don't have the DLC, so I never played it. She has quite a lot of spells over here, and she's going to be commanding this army trying to get some dragon pelts to look cooler. Now, into the last army, that lizardmen, they have quite a big force of Cold One Spear Riders in the flank, and also a Saurus Scar Veteran and a Slant Mage Priest. I don't know if all these guys are hidden. Oh, sadly, the Saurus Scar Veteran is not hidden. That's quite unfortunate. But yeah, these guys are going to be quite dangerous to the dragons. All these guys have armor, not armor piercing. No, they have armor piercing, but anti-large. Especially the Saurus Scar Veteran because he is on a big dino that can probably kill any dragon that he faces. The Slant Mage Priest of Life only has Earthblood. Yeah, Earthblood, which I imagine is going to be quite useful to keep this blob alive and also to help Taurus and his Minotaurs to stay alive. Which, I mean, these guys don't have any anti-large, but they still can do quite a bit of damage to these dragons. The rest of the army is mainly just a skink army, skink cohorts with javelins and with the abrupt cut. Common stalkers with their explosive blowpipes who are going to, do what they can to bring down those big flying bad boys. Now to the Dragon Alliance army. Starting with the Dark Elves, we have a big infantry line of mainly Dread Spears and Bleak Swords only here to keep the enemy in place. There's also a huge amount of Harpies and Dark Riders, which are going to try to, I imagine, come around to try to take down the cannons. In the Dragon department, we have Malekith over here with Soul Stealer again. That's Soul Stealer is just very useful. I don't know. I never knew how useful it was. I didn't play a lot of Warhammer 2, so I don't know if it was AoE in that game as well. But he also has a Black Dragon, so yeah, 2 dragons over here who are going to be quite dangerous to face. Especially that the Malekith because he's just a champ. And now going over to the Vampire Count's army. Only one dragon with the Red Duke over here. Magnificent, magnificent, with a lot of spells, Invocation of the Heck, the Raise Dead, and the ability also to kick the ass of any lord that comes his way. But sadly, the player playing Vampire Counts, Slayer, I think I remember his name. I think he was the one playing this army. Sadly, he dropped at the beginning of the battle, so this army is going to be controlled by the AI. Now, in regards to the infantry, a lot of zombies, and 4 cheeky doggos here in the back who are probably going to be awaiting for the opportunity to get into the cannon line. I think, no, yeah. Also in the flank, we have a flanking force of a Barwolf with some bloodlines. This is some of the best cavalry in the game, so these guys are going to be very dangerous. Now going to the Kyle army, there's some silver helms over here who are going to be supporting this flanking force, and 3 units of Sisters of Avalon with the magical missiles ready to rain death into the enemy. A wizard, a mage with of the Lord of Life with Regrow, Dwellers Below, and Earthblood, and 3 big ass dragons. It's the Imrik, of course, the Dragon Lord, over here, the Dragon Prince himself with all of his abilities, and 2 Moon Dragons flanking him and ready to help him out in this fight. Let's go play it now, shall we? Now, as I said before, with this amount of cannons, this is going to be a very, very dangerous approach for these flying boys. So they are going to have to use a lot of those heals, I imagine. Ooh. Oh, and a direct rock throw by the Tiger already hit him right in the face. Oh, and a hit from Queen Bess right in the middle of Sisters from Avalon. That has to be quite unfortunate for these guys. More cannon fire coming over here. Imrik appears to be trying to evade some of that fire, which is he's doing quite a good job about it. The Dark Riders charge into the Honor Herd. I imagine they didn't know these guys were over here, and a bit of good old charge also coming over in this place, but they don't appear to be too enthusiastic about it. Over here, it seems that the Dire Wolves were intercepted by the Skin Cohort. Quite a good map awareness by the Lizardman player. But I don't know why the Cold One Spear Riders are coming out of the floor. That's quite a bad choice if you ask me, because these guys were hitting over here could have been a very good ace in the hole to keep hitting in the forest. The front lines are starting to engage over here. The Harpies and the Felbats coming on top of the cannons. That's quite a good choice by them. Also trying to engage some of the Skin Cohorts with javelins for some reason. In the right flank, or the left flank for the Dragon Alliance, we are seeing the battle commencing in its earnest. The Dread Spears and the Bleak Swords engaging the Hunger Herd, and some fire from the Sisters of Avalon raining down in this way, trying to take down these units. The Bestial Herd, apparently. These guys are very dangerous with a huge amount of weapon strength. Some of the Dark Riders trying to push their through this, maybe trying to engage the Hunger Herd. Oh, I'm not sure. More fire coming down on poor Imrik. That's quite unfortunate for that guy. And the Dark Wolves are not having a good time either. Over in the other flank, a nice Soul Stealer coming on top of the Cold One Spear Riders, and Malekith himself popping up stand your ground, coming here to try to munch in all of these little dinos. Meanwhile, in the front, the zombie pirate Deckham Mob and the Deckham Mob are coming over here to try to form a defensive line against the approaching Bleak Swords and the Barwolf, who is going to be a very dangerous vampire boy or bad boy. Over here, the Coleman Spear Riders are engaging Malekith. They have other Black Dragons are coming down into the fight, and for some reason, the Bland Mage Priest also is trying to engage. He's popping Shield of the Old Ones to keep himself safe, and the Saros Carbatron is seeing those dragons, and he's like, yeah, I have to protect my Mage Priest. In the middle, we are also seeing, in the middle, we're also seeing quite a big battle. Oh, that's a bit of a sound bug. Oh god, okay, I'm going to do it into slow motion for a while. Yeah, we're also seeing quite a big of a battle. The Minerals over here trying to support their units, and the Cold One Spear Riders for some reason engaging the Dread Spears. That's not a fight they want to take. And Miguel the Red Duke over here not really engaging, and it just I don't know what he's doing. Meanwhile, in the other flank, the Dragon Squad of Imrik has been deployed into the ground, and they're engaging the Beastman infantry turret doesn't appear to be looking that one bit. He's going to roll into the battlefield like a fucking Sonic the Hedgehog, and he's going to come to fight the Dragons. He's going to be a very tough opponent for these Dragons to crack, especially now that he's supported by his units. Wait, what? There's two Tigers. I don't know why there's two Tigers. I don't play a lot of Beastmen, but I didn't see any Tiger summoning spell from that Grey Shaman. No, I don't see any. Okay. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. Over here, the Beastmen are dealing with a huge amount of Harpies and Hellbats that are trying to take down the artillery. Some of the skin cohorts are now deploying back into the front line, and the walls have been completely dealt with. Over in this side, the battle continues. Malekith and the Black Dragon is still trying to kill the Slant Mage Priest and the Scar Veteran, but the Cold One Riders are making that a difficult job. The Camelot Skins are also trying to support, and the Scar Veteran is doing quite a bit of damage. Well, maybe not that much. 2,095 damage dealt as gold value, but almost 2,000. No, okay, no, he's not. Oh, no, wait. Almost 2,000 damage dealt total. Over here, the Powerwolf just engaging some random pirates. That's not that good. And over here, the Blood Knights engaging with the pirate zombies, trying to come across the battlefield, but they are not being allowed to. Ooh, and a huge spell coming over here from Celestra, who is going to ravage. Oh yeah, it's going to ravage that for Blood Knights. Over in the middle, the Dread Spears trying to hold back the zombies and the what are those called? The crap things. The Roaring Promedians from engaging the Red Duke. They're doing their best, but they are outnumbered and outmatched by these big ass monsters. Meanwhile, over here, turrets coming over here. He sees the Red Duke, and oh god, I don't know why the sound keeps breaking like that. But over here we have turrets who is going to be pursued by a Moon Dragon. He sees that that Red Duke is in a bit of a dangerous position, and he tries to engage, but he's not going to have such a good luck over there. Okay, seeing the flanks, it seems that the left flank has been a total victory for the Dragon Alliance. The Beastman infantry has been broken and laid low, although the Minotaurs are still fighting. This Cyro has been destroyed. But they still have quite a lot of forces, and the cannons are still online, even though they were attacked by the Harpies and the Hellbats. So there's still some damage that could come their way if they are not careful. Over here, this flank is just a big ass brawl. A lot of units: Dread Spears, Drag Riders, Blood Knights, Cold One Spear Riders. Yeah, just a lot of units. Also, the Silver Hounds coming over here, but the Black Dragon and the South Scar Veteran are duking it out with the Barrel also coming from behind. Malk is just standing up over here. Oh, but he's going to drop a dread attack. Ooh, right on top of the South Scar Veteran and dealing quite a lot of damage. Maybe the Slant Mage should consider making a bit of a spell. But over here, the Dragon Alliance appears to be breaking through, and the Lizardmen are in full retreat, just trying to disengage from that battle. But down in the middle, this Moon Dragon has just taken a shit ton of damage from all the zombies with pole arms, from turrets, from the Promedians. Yeah, this guy is not having any fun at all. But the dragons in the back are having fun, engaging the Cygors, engaging taking out the cannons. They're doing quite a lot. Ooh, although these cannons are taking really good shots at Imri. Another Soul Stealer down on this blob. That's quite bad for the Lizardmen, who are taking quite a lot of damage on their infantry. And now running away. Another attack coming on top of the Slant Mage, which it seemed like it was happening. The South Veteran trying to retreat with the rest of their army. The left flank is simply not in a good position right now for either team. I think the Blood Knights have taken quite a lot of damage. These Dark Riders are basically dead, but they still have the Barwolf and now Imri coming on top of the cannon, so that's quite something over there. Right in the middle, it seems like the Dragon Hunting Alliance is doing quite a good job. The Sternsmen and the Creepers are trying to take out this zombie troop, but they don't appear to be doing quite a good job about it. Although the Promedians have finally taken down some fire from the Sisters of Valor, who have taken a shit ton amount of damage. I think this was from the Cygors because I don't see any other models in this way. Big source engaging some Hunter, some Herd, and ooh, we see that this is Babylon also took a charge from the Hunger Herd. That's quite bad for them. What else is happening? Just a huge amount of little brawls coming over here, pockets of brawls. We have one pocket of brawl fighting up here, one pocket over here, and one pocket over here. It seems that the Lizardmen are trying to take down the dragons, especially the Red Duke is trying to run away at the best of his ability. The Moon Dragon is going to come on top of the Flying Mage Priest, trying to take him down. That's quite a good idea. Taking out this guy will... Oh god, with the sound. I don't know why the sound is making those sounds. But yeah, taking out this Land Mage Priest is going to be really needed if they want to impede him from healing the Sour Scar veteran and also the Minotaurs. Also the Cold One Spear Riders, but those are kind of meh, honestly. I mean, they can do some damage, but they are not that effective. Over here, the Silverhelm just chilling, watching the battle. This guy has quite a few of them have lost their spears. But yeah, just watching the battle and chilling over here. The infantry for the Dark Ops appears to have been destroyed in its most of it. And over here, the Beastmen see that the Sisters are unprotected and are going to start to engage them, and are going to do quite a good job about it. This Sisters of Avalon do not stand a chance against the Minotaurs. These guys are just going to grab at these girls and just crush them and lead them into the ground. In the back, it seems like the Beastmen are trying to regroup their infantry, although these guys are going to be destroyed by the Blixers and the Spearmen. Howard sees that Imric is quite unprotected and is going to engage him with his Minotaur Vanguard, trying to take down the Dragon Lord himself. But yeah, Imric is a tough nut to crack, even if these guys can do quite a lot of damage. Oh, but Imric with a huge jump is going to maybe be able to escape that. Oh, it looks like he might be able to. Especially with the help of the Moon Dragon. The Moon Dragon is coming over here trying to protect its master, but Cowards doesn't want to lose his prey. He's just hitting Imric in the back. Now Depot being popped on top of him. The Spear Rider, the Dark Riders appear to come in to try to support them, and Imric is able to run away from that. The left flank has been mostly dealt with. The Dragon Alliance appears to have been victorious on that side. In the middle, the fight is still raging on with no clear winner. And on this side, the fight is also raging on. The Saurus veteran still being picked from the ground by the Black Dragon and dropped. Now the Black Dragon is being attacked by the Spear Riders, and he is getting the hell out of there. He doesn't want to take that battle, but he wants to take down the Slot Mage, which is very, very low at this point. He doesn't have anything protecting him, which is quite unfortunate. They need to send something over here to keep this guy alive. The Moon Dragon is going to charge on top of him, trying to take him down. Yeah, but there's nothing protecting him. I think the Mage Beast is going to drop in this place. He only has 900 health left. Any few attacks, 400 left. Yeah, the next attack is going to be his last. Oh, and there he goes. The big toe disappears for some reason, and only the throne remains. And so the healing potential for the Dragon Hunting Alliance has been dropped. Although they still have the Sour Scar veteran to do any damage that he can. He appears to be going for the Black Dragon before he changes his priorities. The Lizardman army appears to be redeploying over on this side. Not wanting to engage the. Oh, I didn't notice this. That Red Duke appears to have been killed. Oh damn, that's quite something. Oh yeah, I didn't notice that. The first of the dragons has been dropped. And it was the Summit Dragon, the Undead Dragon. So yeah, that's quite unfortunate for the Dragon Alliance, which appears to be on the losing end of things right now. If we look at the balance of power, now that they have lost one of the lords, I mean they killed this Land Mage Priest, but yeah, I would be inclined to argue that the Red Duke was more important than him, and they also appear to have finally lost the Blood Knights. Over here, Towers engaging this Moon Dragon, but they're going to retreat as well as blow if Puff is popped, and the barrel just sends this guy flying across the battlefield, or across the walls below, trying to save him from that. He's like, no, run away, I don't want you to die from that. Those weird tree branches coming from the ground. The Dragon Hunting Alliance appears to be trying to trying to consolidate in one big blob for some reason. That's quite dangerous. Quite dangerous. Oh, and this is why a bread spell coming over here. Two bread attacks. And ravaging the armies of the Lizardmen. Another bread attack coming on top of Celestia. Oh yeah, that just oh, another bread attack from Enric. Not hitting that much, but yeah, that did a lot of damage to the Lizardmen. You can see they were not really fighting on this side until this moment, and you can see that they just took a bunch of damage from those four. Oh, another bread attack coming on top of the Minotaurs. That's oh yeah, I'm bringing down quite a few of them. That's really bad for the Dragon Hunting Alliance. That basically brought back the balance of power back into a like a balanced. Yeah, balanced. Over here, Celestia's having a bad time. Her pirate armies are trying to bring down the dragons, but she is not really supported by anything other than the zombies. Which I mean, zombies are good, but they're not going to be bringing down dragons by themselves. The Sternsmen over here trying to avenge their falling on Dead Master and supporting the dragons, protecting them as they can from the zombies who are now being damaged by Soul Eater. Malik is 270. I mean, that's probably a lot of 3,800 damage dealt as Gold Valley. That's amazing, and we still have ways to go in this battle. Another spell being dropped over here. I don't know what she was thinking. All of the dragons are converging over here, and it seems that yeah, this is the end for Celestia. Two of the lords for the Dragon Hunting Alliance have been laid into the ground, and yeah, they have. This is quite dangerous for the Dragon Hunting Alliance. I mean, they still have Tarot, who is a beast, and he is bringing down the Barwolf, although he might have been. He should have gone over here to try to support his ally. Oh, and a bread spell coming this way into the Minotaurs, trying to bring down. Oh, two bread spells into the Minotaurs, trying to bring them down. These were more like quite a dangerous factor for the dragons. Some more bread spells destroying what remains of the pirate mob, and yeah, by this point the dragons appear to have a very decisive advantage over the beastmen and the remaining lizardmen and zombies. Although with this another Tiger just popping out of nowhere. I don't know what he's doing. Another bread attack coming on top of the turrets, not really doing anything. It appears to have mainly missed. And up here, Imric and his buddies appear to be trying to take down the Tiger. That's quite a good choice. Trying to evade the Minotaurs, but they notice that they're going to come over here and engage Imric, who has been attacked with Devolve and Poison, so he is not at his best combat abilities. He has a lot of his melee attack and his damage potential being lower right now. Tara just wrecking Imric. He's down to 2,000 health and he is trying to roll down out of there. The Minotaurs are going to see that, and too late. Imric is out of the fight, so that Tara has to just start taking down these other moon dragons. Oh no, he doesn't want to. He's just going to roll out of there. In regards to the pirate zombie thing, is the vampire. No, I really don't remember how the faction are called. Oh, it looks like some zombie Bretonian. Some ghost Bretonian knights were deployed, and the Saros Bakar Breton also died. I didn't notice. I'm really missing a lot in this battle. That's quite unfortunate. The Lizardmen armies are in the retreat. They don't have a lot left. The zombies have been finally destroyed. Now that they lost their undead master, they simply did not have the strength to go on. Same with the Vampire Count's army. They don't appear to have a lot left. The Beastmen have some infantry remaining. Not a lot, but at least it's something. Same with the Dark Ops. But it's mainly going to come down to Tarot if this battle comes into his victory or not. He needs to take down these dragons. That's basically what he needs to do. Sadly, his Minotaurs are in the retreat. They still don't have a lot of health anyway, so yeah, it's basically come down to Tarot and his Grey Shaman if he wants to win. He is now engaging all of his dragons. His Tiger is getting destroyed right now. In the next attack, he's going to die. So yeah, this guy needs to do a lot of damage and a lot of damage quickly. The Grey Shaman is attacked now by Imric, who wants to repay him in kind. Oh, Word of Pain being dropped on turrets, but with Glass Body, he's going to at least be tanking the damage that they throw his way. He still has a lot of health, and he is still trying to take that Imbrick. He is adamant in taking out that Elon boy. Yeah, he is doing his best. He is doing his best to try to carry this battle in his back right now. But this amount of dragons, is not healthy for anyone. The remaining Minotaurs coming in to try to support their master. I don't know if they're going to. Oh, but one of them dies and the other one is sent flying away by Imbrick. Howard is swinging his axes, trying to do whatever he can, but he's going to retreat for a little bit, maybe try to do a counter charge. The remnants of the Lizardman army are now coming in to support, trying to engage and do as much damage as they can. The Minotaurs and turrets are coming in for another charge, trying to take down these twin Black Dragons, and one of them is very low, 2,222 health remaining and dropping fast and under the assault of turrets. The remaining Minotaurs are dropping, especially with more dragons coming into this particular battle. Yeah, they don't have a lot of time left, and are now dropping. They are out of the fight. It's all up to turrets, and I don't think he's going to do it. He is tanky, but he cannot tank all of this damage, and his resolve is wavering, and finally he breaks from the battlefield. Quite a fun battle. Quite a fun battle. A Dragon Ball. A lot of dragons coming in and descending upon this, but sadly I think they lost the battle in the center when they bunch up and just allowed the dragons to just rain fire and pestilence bread on top of them. Sadly, we missed quite a few key moments. The death of the Scar Veteran, the death of the Blood Knights, and well, yeah, only two key moments. But yeah, and also the death of the Red Duke. But yeah, it was quite a close battle. These guys didn't bunch up over here and allow the dragons to just shoot away. They might have been able to win the battle. But sadly, it is what it is, and now the battle is over. Let's go over to see the final stats. Big victory, yeah, I guess. Only the dragons remain. You can see the names of the players. Why Author playing as the Talcops joining us once again. He is doing, oh my lord, almost 5,000 damage on Malekith. Yeah, Soul Stealer is just an amazing spell. Some good damage on the Harpies, and 3,200 on the Black Dragon, who was tanking shots from tanking blows from turrets at the end of the turn. Some good damage on the 900 on one of these Dark Riders. Oh yeah, some good damage on the Dark Riders, and some decent damage on 800 on the one Death Spitter. That's also good. Yeah, some decent damage on the infantry. This one's not doing all that well. Over here, me playing as the High Elves, 1,200 on the Magic Life. I mean, she only did like one or two draws below, so it's to be expected. 2,300 on Maverick. Yeah, this guy is not that good. He just gets thrown around all the time. And yeah, a good amount of damage on the Twin Moon Dragons, but sadly not that good damage on the Sisters of Apollon, who got hit hard by the Beastmen pretty early on. 400 on the Steeler Helms. I don't know what the hell happened to them, but they also didn't do all that much. Slayer sadly dropping from the battlefield, so this is mainly the AI. 1,100 on the Red Duke, not really doing a lot. 500 on the Blood Knights and 700 on the Barwolf. The Sternsmen are doing almost well, almost 1,000, and 700 on the Crimp Horse. Not that much to be expected from the Direwolves. Only one on this poor Copt Court, and yeah, not that much coming from the zombies or the Fellbats, although they did engage the cannon, so they did do their job. Seafood Noodles playing as the Lizardman. 100 on the Mage Priest. You didn't expect the Mage Priest to do anything, he was just there for healing. 2,000 on the Scar Veteran, that's cool, that's quite good. And some decent value on the Cold One Spear Riders, and maybe not that as much value as you would like from the rest of the army. Yeah. Meanwhile, Defender playing as the Beastman, he was definitely carrying the battle over there with turrets. Just dropping something over here by accident, with turrets doing a ton of damage, 3,300, and tanking a lot of damage from the dragons. He was down there to the last breath, well, not to the last breath, to the last second, just trying to turn this battle around, but sadly he didn't mind. There was too many dragons. 1,200 on the Cygor, and 3,200 on one of these units of Minotaurs. What the hell were they doing? Like, just destroying the dragons, I guess. This unit was Oh my lord, this unit was just carrying the battle on its back. Forget about turrets. This unit of Minotaurs just doing amazing work. Not a lot on the Brave Shaman, and 1,200 on one of the whole Gore Herd, and the rest of the army just, yeah, not doing a lot. Not doing a lot. Lastly, Archer at the Vampire Coast. That's what they call the Vampire Coast. Lastly, Archer and the Vampire Coast, 2,000 on Silostra, I guess that's okay, and 3,000 on Big Queen Bess. Yeah, okay. Sadly, not that much on the Carronades and wait, bloody corpses. What? They were bloated corpses? Oh yeah, he did mention it. Oh yeah, I didn't see them in the battle. Huh. Ooh, 1,400 for one of the zombies. That's quite a good amount of damage to be doing with zombies. The rest of them, they're performing okay, but with these guys, they must have been just killing dragons left and well, not that little damage to dragons and cow left like forever because 1,005, almost 500. That's quite good for zombies. Well, anyway, that was a fun battle. Have you watched House of the Dragon? If so, what did you think? Anyway, yeah, just a little cheeky battle with a lot of dragons. Not that fair, honestly. But yeah, I just wanted to do something fun. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I do. I hope you have a good time, and I'll see you in the next one.